Hey guys, it's Cowan Hill, bringing you yet another video. You guys are absolutely being spoiled by me. Another video in, what, 3 days? That's amazing. Anyways, I am using the stakeout on whatever map this is. I completely forgot. Honestly, the last time I played this game was February, the last time I actually played it. And I kind of stopped playing in February. But yeah, it's been a while, and this game was recorded in January, so that was, what, 5 months ago? It's pretty amazing. The 30th of January this was recorded, so yeah, almost 5 months. Flak Jacket's saving me there. I do have some news for you guys. I have earned myself a title. In fact, I didn't earn it, but yes, I have become Uncle Bryn. Bryn is my name, if you didn't already know that. I know that I don't normally introduce myself by the name Bryn, which, if you are interested, is a Welsh name, and no, I'm not Welsh in any way whatsoever. Maybe somewhere down the bloodline there is Welsh, but as far as I know, there is no Welsh. I just have an Uncle Bryn, and that's where that came from. Anyways, yeah, I became an uncle. My sister, I have one sister, and she gave birth to baby Lily about 3 days ago, and I literally she had a cesarean, so I was looking after the baby for the first few days at the hospital, because she could, you know, struggle to walk around. If you don't know what a cesarean basically is they cut out the baby by cutting through the abdominal muscle, so it's a pretty major thing. Although it's routine, it's something that's done a lot. They do a lot of cesareans and they know what they're doing, but you know, in regards to the person, it's a pretty heavy surgery, considering it's right through your core muscle, which you use for basically everything. I mean, even just picking stuff up where you wouldn't think you was using your stomach, you do use your stomach, and also even when you're not doing anything at all, your stomach will tense itself. I should have shot there. Your stomach will tense itself to maintain posture and support your body, so all the time, you know, she's going to be in pain until eventually that abdominal muscle heals, which takes about 3 months. So for a while I will be looking after a baby as much as I can help anyway. But yeah, for the first 3 days while she was still in the hospital, I was up there, and I spent, what, 23 hours in 3 days up there just feeding the baby and basically learning everything, because it's not something I've ever done before. I mean, up until that point I'd never ever held a baby because I'd been too scared because of how small they are. It's a pretty daunting thing if you're, you know, somebody like me, where you just think that you're going to break them because they're so tiny. But I learned, and I got over it, and you know, I've started to develop a confidence, you know, in handling the baby, and especially as you see, like, the midwives, they're like, you're being really careful, you know, holding the head up and like moving it around really I keep saying it, I always call babies it, but I'm moving her around really carefully and stuff, and then you pass her to the midwife and she just like throws her about, and just, you know, they know the limits though, but it always looks like they're being really rough with them, but obviously they're not. They just know they know their limits and how rough they can be. And I think it's like a thing where you think that the baby's made of glass at the start. Obviously you can't drop them and all that sort of stuff, but maybe I was overly careful, but I don't think you can really be overly careful with a baby, so I will continue to be you know, quite careful. But yeah, I've pretty much had that, you know, dominate my life over the last few days. I had the days off work, and after that I actually came off my bike, which was really nice. I was going down a dual carriageway, just pulled away from some lights, and I decided that I was going to have my back brakes lock on me for some unknown reason, and yeah, I basically come off and busted my knees. Yeah, one of my knees is busted. My calves on both sides are in a lot of pain. My forearm muscle on my left arm is very painful as well. I landed on my shoulder, so that's also quite painful, and my tailbone as well is it's pretty painful as well, and as well as my hands. Got quite a nasty cut in one of my hands, which I think is infected, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on that one. But basically, not so fun. And somebody at work was telling me, because I went to work today, even though I could hardly get up the stairs, but somebody at work was telling me that one of the things that they believe happens is that when a baby's born, somebody dies, like your gran dies when you like have somebody born. And I was like, well, thanks for that, you know, I'm just going to be waiting for somebody to die now. Luckily I'm not superstitious I'm not superstitious in any way at all, but it's a pretty nasty thing. And the ironic thing, I guess, was I was actually on the way to the hospital when I came off, which was really nice. And yeah, I just literally done a load of bike maintenance to try and get everything up to scratch the day before, and what do you know, I go and have some epic problems. My back brake was completely locked. I luckily had some tools with me, so I could actually like fiddle around with it. But when I picked up the bike, I realised the back brake was just locked in. I had no idea what happened with it. But I remember watching this lorry behind me and thinking about this lorry, and the next thing I remember is just trying to sort of like stay upright, and then finally deciding that I need to sort of lean off and bail out to the side, and I kind of went off the road onto the path and sort of like fell to the path and rolled across that. And I actually remember, as I was falling down, I remember thinking to myself, oh, this is really gonna hurt, like going across the tarmac. And I don't know how I didn't bang my head, because I hit my shoulder but my head didn't touch the ground whatsoever, which was really weird. And I didn't actually realise that my shoulder was damaged until after, I don't know, I think my jacket was rubbing on where I have like a kind of like a burn on my shoulder, and I could feel it, and that was really weird. So yeah, I don't know how that happened, but yeah, so it's a good thing and a bad thing that have both happened recently in my life. And the other games that I've been playing, I'm kind of like, you know, I'm getting a bit bored with them, so I might be getting back on the Black Ops pretty soon. I mean, I'm actually going to go on Black Ops tonight, which for you is probably yesterday, or if you're watching this any other time, it's even further back. But I just feel like that was a fail right there. I just feel like playing Black Ops. I just watched some Black Ops videos, and it's got me in the mood, you might say. Not that kind of mood, but you know what I mean. So hopefully I will be posting more videos. I mean, you have had 2 videos out of me for the last couple of days, so you guys are being spoiled. Let me put it that way. This game is about over, and I think the guy wasn't even trying to shoot me there, but that was a bit of a fail. I went at 37 for 7, although it was with a stakeout, so I think that is acceptable. I hope you guys did enjoy the game. I honestly still can't remember the name of the map, so we'll leave it at that. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. From Uncle Bryn.